welcome everyone to Instructional Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. I guess I'm going to call this one the official first episode, which we're going to cover macros. That's going to be some fun, and for that, I'm just going to get to see Mog House exit upgrades. You can see this little Mithra I am standing in front of. Talk to her. She will say nobody knows the way to a girl's heart anymore. Now just only somebody came along with one of those red boots. Say there, mister, have you heard? Have you? And she will tell you about gardening in your Mog House if you continue that. But if you trade her a red flower, which is an amaryllis, you get the quest. She looks very happy. She will purr and bounce and an oddly lovely child. And now I can exit to any area of Bastok from my Mog House, which is very handy. Now this is Port Bastok. The quest is A Lady's Heart, Flower Unique Snap Willis, which you can buy at MP's Market in Upper Juneau for very, very cheap, or at a ridiculously high markup from any auction house in any city under the Alchemy tab. Now in Windurst, this is Windurst Walls. The quest is Flower Child. The flower is a lilac, same thing. You can get that at MP's Market for dirt cheap. You can grow it. You can buy it on the auction house. I think rarely some monsters can drop it, but Northern Sandoria, growing flowers, Marguerite. Most of these are near the Mog House exits in their area, but Sandoria is different. It's out by the walkway to the Woodworkers Guild there at F7 on the map. Anytime I say a coordinate on the map, it corresponds to the numbers on the left side or the right side, either side, and the letters on the top and bottom. So right now I am standing at J12. In Windurst Walls it's C13, in Sandoria it's F7. Port Juneau, the quest is Pretty Little Things from the Little Mithra at E8. She wants a yellow rock. Yellow rock can either be grown from trees, rarely found at the, I believe, Gold Workers Guild. You're most likely going to have to get it off the auction house. Some rare worms drop it, I think. It's very hard to come by that way. But I think it's one of the chest drops in one or more of the Abyssia areas, so it's common on the auction house now. There's another one in at Erden Whitegate called Keeping Notes. You need black ink and parchment. To the Little Mithra at I-10 right off the docks. That's not exactly the most useful one, but it's fun to have anyway. Black ink you can get off the auction house, crafted with alchemy. Parchment is crafted with woodworking. You can get it at a ridiculous markup at the auction house, or you can buy it from an NPC in, I believe, Nahora. Well, that covers that part, so I'm going to get into macros and hide my notebook now. So I itch to make notes. So, last time we met, I was having terrible, terrible audio problems with my microphone. As you can tell, this is now fixed. And 4 Bones here was a lowly, lowly level. Nothing warrior. Well, now it's a lowly, lowly level, nothing light mage. So we can cover macros. You open your menu, change the page, and we have missions, quest key items, view house, bazaar, macros. So you're going to check a book. I'm going to take book 3 for shits and giggles. This example. And we have our macros. So I guess the first thing I'm going to talk about is cure. The very first thing you do with your macros is name them, I guess. Not really important, but it helps you know what they are. Since cure is magic, it's MA, which is magical ability. Cure is the name of the spell. Basically, what you have is the syntax, the command, the name of the spell, ability, or whatever you're using, and the target, always within these little arrow things. So target is T for what you are targeting. Sub-target if you want to change the target. STPC for a sub-target that is a player character. NPC for a sub-target that is a non-player character. AL for people in your alliance. I believe the party is PT. And if you just want to target yourself, you would put me. Or say I wanted to target somebody else standing near me, it would be like, just type their name. Camera around here. See her name. Excuse the poor spelling, and we have that. So that would be our cure macro. I usually use, because I'm lazy, sometimes AL works great. This puts us at control 1, so you just hit control 1, control 1, and you can swap between your targets with tab or 0 key, depending on what you're using, or up or down on the controller, which is very, very, very good. Hit enter, and you will press respect. Yay! So we go back into our macros. Next one I'm going to cover is a job ability. Of course, I don't have enough space to spell it, but Benedict is good. So job ability would be JA. Now, you don't really need to type your quotation marks for a one-word ability or command or whatnot, but I do because you do need it for anything that's more than one word or has a numerical modifier. So I just do this so I don't forget. Job abilities usually target yourself. This is my 2-hour ability, which is silly. Now control 2. Whee! Yay! And there we have that. And more menu, of course. And the next little thing we're gonna have is a weapon skill. Oh, what's my weapon skill? You can see all these in your abilities, job abilities, with benediction. And in the lower right-hand corner, we have the timer on it, which is now 1 hour, 59 minutes. Weapon skills, Shining Strike. And I think they're trying not to go 40 minutes on this one, so it's called a Shining Weapon Skill, WS. I cannot spell tonight. At all. Shining Strike, and this will be T or sub-target. Target or sub-target. Both work. T just does it immediately. I can't show you an example of that because I'm in town and I have absolutely no TP, so we have that. Next thing we want to do is cover the other random things, like Corsair's role would be a job ability, but a Bard's song would be a magic attack, or you could use the SO shortcut, but it's easier to just use the MA. The other thing we have is ninjutsu, which uses the nin/nin command. Always. There are pretty much no exceptions to this as far as I know. If you have a pet job like Beastmaster, command would be pet. Something like that. which would command your pet to use a TP move as soon as it got 100% TP if you were using a charmed pet. I believe that's the command. It's been a while. Also, we have ranged attack, which is very easy, and that's it. Most people would put a party line in there if they are actually playing for their party with a call command. I'll show you what that does. If I had a ranged weapon, I'll basically target, say, her. This. There's a command error occurred because I don't have a ranged weapon. She's not a valid target. You heard the ding, and you see people in T. T in the context there will actually bring up the target's name, which is kind of neat for any commands you may have. And let's see, what's the last one? Commands, we covered that. No, I think I actually covered macros. Jeez, that's scary. I got this. Things have to die. Alright. I know I hear you out there yelling at me. Gear swap macros. You put main is your command, then you put the and that would change your weapon. You can do this for any slot. And the reason you would do this is because changing gear sometimes gives you a decent boost to whatever you may be doing, be it a weapon, skill, or casting a spell. Say for a white mage like I am now, we have cure potency and we have cure casting time reductions. So yeah, you'd want to swap gear in for that, or you'd want to swap gear in to boost your other spells. Or your weapon skill damage, since weapon skills are usually based on stats. Like, Shining Strike, I believe, is based on your base mind stat. Early in the game, you're not really going to want to worry about it. Later on in the game, you might want to worry about it, but you never know. You should also have wait command type of monster. Wait 6 would be like 6 seconds. Now you can tuck it in here at the end of a command and you wait 6 seconds between lines. Which is kind of neat. To say, we have the spell Dia, which is on a 6-second cast. If I wanted to scale up my evil magic with it. And Derp again. Now you could just do that, or you could... I'm the wrong key, aren't I? Aha, oh yay. Copy line. Baseline, baseline, and you would be able to recast it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times on the macro. I suppose I'll cover skill ups in another episode, because that is a whole other beast. Yeah, so I have the delete line command, copy line commands, these are all very handy to have. You can also just come out here and say here, copy. So I'll copy the gear swap macro to here. And if you don't like it there, you can just delete, 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 and all the macros, as you can see, are labeled to the Alt or Control keys and their corresponding numbers, so you just hit Control 1 for your first one, Control 2 for your second, or Alt 1, Alt 2, all the way to 0. You can also scroll through these. Each macro book, you have 20 macro books, each macro book has 10 sets of macros, which you can also scroll through if you hold Control. You see I'm on page 10, I'm on page 1, on page 9, etc. Just by holding the key and hitting the up or down arrows. And this episode was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. If you have any questions or would like clarification, leave a comment below. I'm also going to ask you, in the upcoming episodes, I will be taking my poor Galka here to level 99 if I possibly can. So I'm going to ask my lovely viewers to choose what job out of the 20 jobs in Final Fantasy XI that we currently have I should take up. I will be covering jobs in a future episode. So that's it. Tune in next time. I will be covering the remainder of the beginner's quests, which will probably be a episode unto itself. And just more of the basics. Any questions, leave a comment below. Subscribe, like, all sorts of stuff, because the guy's got to eat. Before I go, I will zoom into the Mog House. The festive noodle right there would be where you would get your redemption code gifts if you buy anything on Final Fantasy XI related on the Square Enix shop, or if you got the Abyssia collection, that's where you would get your fancy hat that gives you regen, refresh, and re-raise until level 30, 31. It is a nice hat. Wish we had one of those back in my day. Now, since I have some time, I might as well cover the noodle. The Mog save starts with 50 spaces, and you can just store whatever crap you want here. But anything stored in here that is a decoration would be on layout. I don't have anything in my save that I can use as a decoration, so I can't lay anything out. But anything you lay out has storage slots, which will contribute to this, up to 80. Mog Locker is a at Urban expansion item that I'll cover later. Satchel is what you get if you have your Square Enix security token. Yay, more crap to buy. Starts at 30, but will grow with your Gobby Bag, which is your personal inventory, which starts at 30, but can be expanded as you gain fame in Juno and do silly quests. Mog Sack is what you want from the Artisan Noodle, which gives you an additional 30 item slots, which can also be raised as you raise your Gobby Bag. Mog Satchel and Mog Sack can be accessed from anywhere, just like your normal inventory, so that's awesome. You can have up to 80, 80, 160, and 80, 240 slots on you. Trust me, if you level more than one job, you will have them all filled at all times. Delivery boxes where you get deliveries. They're from other players from the auction house. You can see I have absolutely nothing in there, and I'm really broke. Change job, if you change your main job and your sub job, support job, which I will be covering very soon, probably after the next episode. Gardening, which you need flower pots in your house for, and, well, if your character is less than 45 days old, you're not getting anything out of them anyway. That was implemented to stop real money transactions from creating trial accounts and spamming them up. Layout is how you decorate. Open Mog opens your house to party members who can access your house from NPCs outside. is I have new options here. I have stay in my room, select area to exit to, area I entered from, which will put me back at a port, or I can exit to markets. And that was our Mog House exit upgrade. Now, since I sound horrible, I think this is a good place to stop this episode. Yay! The NPC you would talk to enter my neighbor's house. It's this lovely lady. Nothing in particular, ask for an explanation, and if you have a party member in the house, you will have visit the house of a party member. Alright, and that is all for the day, as we see the sun rising over the markets of Bastok. Another thing I notice is this game is really pretty sometimes. That said, take care, and I will see you shortly in the next episode.